up food, taking care of babies, things that they should not be doing that I wish Secretary Nielsen had recommended long ago be turned over to civilians or to contractors. But that's what needs to happen so that we get those agents back to work. And number two, the other component that was important for me that they see was what's happening behind us at the Bridge of the Americas. In El Paso, we've seen 15% of our personnel, our bridge personnel, pulled from their duties. That helps move cargo and people, helps the economy, helps keep us safe, and instead we've seen lane closures. Again, because agents are being pulled off of duties that should be contracted out to social service agencies and given to FEMA or given to folks who are better trained, better equipped. And that recommendation should have always come direct from the top, from Secretary Nielsen, but instead we've seen policies implemented that have made a challenge far worse. So I want you to hear from the members who are here, and I want to introduce Kathleen Rice. I am so grateful for her leadership on Homeland Security as she leads all of the discussions that are going to be coming up now that Democrats are in the majority, and as she has taken control of the Border Security Subcommittee. Congresswoman, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Congressman, for having us, hosting us here. I am the chairwoman of the Border Security Subcommittee on Homeland Security for the House, and I felt it was incredibly important to put this trip together to come down here because there is so much rhetoric, as Veronica said, coming out of Washington, D.C. that it's just not true. And I wanted to bring members down here, some of whom you will hear from today, who are brand new. And I think it's very important for all of you to know that this was meant to be a bipartisan trip. I extended the invitation not just to Democrats, but also to Republicans. And unfortunately, no Republicans responded that they were able to come. So why are we here? We're here not because there is a border security crisis, emergency here at the border, as the president has declared. But what I saw today was nothing more, nothing less than a humanitarian crisis that has been created by a policy this administration put into place when they decided to separate families here at the border without any plan on how they were going to address the needs of those people once they presented themselves at the border. And that is nothing short of incompetence. And I gotta tell you, I think the buck stops, you can talk about this administration all you want, but there's one person who's in charge of the Department of Homeland Security, and that is Secretary Kirstjen Nielsen. And what she has failed to do in terms of taking the money that Congress, that we, Democrats and Republicans, have appropriated to the Department of Homeland Security, not just to help the humanitarian crisis here at the border, but to enable her to hire additional CBP officers, to get more resources here so we can address this issue that was created by this failed policy. And what I saw today was none of that money that we appropriated being used to address this crisis. I'm going to turn everyone behind me, and we have Nanette Barragan from California, Bonnie Watson-Coleman from New Jersey, and Lauren Underwood from Illinois. I'm so grateful that they were able to come down here, and just one by one, I'd like them to come up and talk about what they've seen today. And by the way, it will rip your heart out if you go to these places that we were today. It is nothing short of a disgrace. This country, what we're doing to these people is the most un-American thing I've ever seen.
I'm Bonnie Watson-Coleman from New Jersey, and I'm not the newbie here. I have been to a refugee facility in Jordan, and I tell you that there are things that I saw here today in the United States of America that were worse than what I saw in Jordan. And I saw people, I saw fathers and mothers, and children of all ages, and little babies contained in very isolated areas because that's the only setup that they're have for them. And then I see families children and fathers and children go into tents where they were going to have to sleep that were smelly and the air was stale. It's just, I saw people who were scared and looked downtrodden. I saw people who just wanted something better for their children. And I didn't feel that I was in the midst of terrorists, but I did feel that I was in the midst of a crisis of conscience, a crisis for the United States of America. This is not who we are. I saw really hardworking, earnest staff members tending to their jobs and following those horrible orders and policies that are coming down from Washington, D.C. We have a crisis. We've been putting money down here. They're asking for money for the wrong thing. They need to be asking money for more humanitarian aid. They need to have money for more agents on the ground. And they need money to improve the conditions in which these people are being housed temporarily or then referred to. And so I'm just saddened by what I've seen, impressed with the staff that I've encountered today, and feeling very sad that this is a picture of the United States of America.
Hi, I'm a Congresswoman Neneba Hagan, Second Vice Chair of the Congressional Hispanic Caucus, and a member of Homeland Security. This morning, colleagues and I got to go and speak with stakeholders from ACLU, Catholic Charities, different groups to tell us about what they're experiencing on the ground. We also got to go to the Annunciation House, hear firsthand from the Executive Director of how their numbers of people being transported to him from ICE have declined and from control increasing, but overall the numbers remaining about the same. We also got to go to the bridge where the famous photos were taken of migrants and their families, women and children that were being held. And frankly, I am disheartened to tell you that we met women and children who were merely transferred from that bridge to a different location where they're still in tents, where they're still sleeping on the hard floor, no cushion, where their clothes has been taken away. In some instances, people have been in the same clothes for 6 or 7 days, haven't had a shower, and it's basically the inhumane conditions that people are still not being able to bathe, and they're not being getting the clothes they need. Moms with young children who were 4 months old showing me their 4-month-old saying, my child isn't getting the diapers changed as often as she needs and is not getting bottle service as often as she needs. And mothers crying, mobbing us, crying, saying, help us, we can't sleep here. It gets cold and they only have Mylar blankets. You know, they take away all their clothes when they get here and they throw it away. So they have one change of clothes. I stood there and after just a few minutes became nauseous from the smell. And these people have to live there day in and day out. And it is inhumane when you think about the fact that Congress just appropriated millions of dollars in humanitarian aid just a couple of months ago when we had the spending bill. Over, I'm going to guess, $400 million in humanitarian aid. We are not seeing that money being used here. So Secretary Nielsen, who's coming to the Hispanic Caucus this month, is going to be asked about that. She's also coming to Homeland Security on May the 1st. She'll be asked about the budget, and no doubt she will be asked about this. We heard Commissioner of CBP come down here the other day, and he talked about the courts being backed up. That's true. Now you hear the president saying we should get rid of immigration judges. That's the wrong idea the wrong direction. We actually need to be investing more in immigrations to speed up the process so people can have their cases heard. We need to invest more in the Northern Triangle because that is why these people are fleeing, coming to this country. When we talk to people today from Honduras, from Guatemala, it was because of the violence. It's because the government isn't doing anything. It's because they've had a family member killed or harmed, and they want to make sure the surviving children have different opportunities here and are here for asylum. And let me tell you one thing we confirmed today. We confirmed that people are being turned away. Asylum seekers are being turned away at the ports of entry. That was confirmed here today. We confirmed that the U.S. has zero say over the list. Zero say over the list. They don't know how it's managed. And we confirmed that they're starting the Remain in Mexico policy that they're starting to use now just as of Saturday here. We've confirmed a lot more things, but I want to give time to my colleague, Lauren Underwood, and we'll take questions afterward. Lauren?
Thank you. My name is Lauren Underwood. I'm the Congresswoman from the Illinois 14th District. I'm also the Vice Chair of the Homeland Security Committee. I'm a registered nurse, and I come to this committee bringing experience, clinical experience in the health policy arena, and with a careful eye towards what's going on with the medical care that the individuals in custody are receiving. Today we met a variety of dedicated, highly capable, committed, and skilled medical professionals, Border Patrol agents, and our Border Patrol officers, and Customs and Border Protection agents. And I have to tell you that these individuals are doing what I believe is their best with truly limited resources to care for individuals who present with a variety of healthcare challenges. My colleagues have described a number of really humanitarian tragedies that we witnessed today. And my concern stems from the fact that since I've been serving in the United States Congress, since the very first votes we took on the floor beginning in January, we have offered above the President's request for humanitarian aid and assistance for these individuals here at the border. And yet it does not appear that these resources have appeared during this time of considerable need. What is clear is CBP and U.S. Border Patrol are making changes to accommodate this recent surge. However, the resources have not appeared. So they are making changes within these limited resource requirements, and it's heartbreaking. I've never experienced anything like we saw today on U.S. soil. And I will take back to Washington a commitment to ensuring that we do everything in our power so this never happens.
Any questions?
Hi, Aaron Montes with the El Paso Times. Yesterday I met a couple of migrants in Juarez who had just been returned after being processed here in the United States. They're seeking asylum. I was surprised to find that they were parents with children. Were you all told about the criteria on what asylum seekers would be sent back to Mexico?
No, we didn't meet with anyone who actually does that part of the intake process. But I can tell you that, and by the way, this is not me saying this. The President of the United States said today, we need to shut down immigration in this country, the immigration system, get rid of asylum, get rid of the lottery system. We need to get rid of the immigration judges. I mean, that is literally what the President said. He created a crisis at the border. And now he is saying because of that crisis, the immigration system is not working and we need to shut it down. And that is just absurd. So what he's doing, what you're going to see is you're going to see legal actions because they are literally turning people away who are making legitimate claims of asylum. And they're not letting them come into the country. They're saying you're going to stay where you are, you're going to get on a list, and you'll come back at another time.
You don't even know where they are.
Right.
I just want to add, we did meet, and I think there were several of us talking to different agents at different times. We did meet a Border Patrol he was actually part of the process of drafting the Remain in Mexico policy. And he said that they could send back the family units under the Remain in Mexico policy. He did say you could send back single male adults under the Remain in Mexico policy. He said they started that. He even gave us a preliminary estimate of about 140 people, I believe he said, were sent back under the Remain in Mexico policy. When I asked who determines where in Mexico they're going to go, because sending people to Juarez obviously is not a safe place to go, he said all they do is hand them over to Mexican nationals. And it's the Mexican officials who decide where in Mexico they're going to stay, so that the U.S. has no say on where they're going to stay. We also learned today that, at least CBP told us, they were having more problems with humans coming than Central Americans, and that Cubans also did not qualify to be returned to Mexico under the Remain in Mexico policy. And that's what just wanted to share that.
And Aaron, we asked for a copy of the policy. We were told they did not have it and that they'd get it to us. But this is my 7th or 8th congressional delegation visit. Everything I've asked for during previous visits, I have yet to receive. I want to point out that my office has asked, like, what's going to happen? How can people who have legally requested asylum, who then get sent to another country while they await their hearing, how can those folks be guaranteed access to justice, access to their lawyer, and access to their court date? And we've not yet gotten an answer on that. Nobody knows how that can happen. When then acting AG Whitaker came before the Judiciary Committee and I asked him that question, his response was, we can't control what happens in other countries. This is another example of a policy rolled out by the administration with no plan for protecting people's human rights or civil rights or their rights to a fair trial or access to the asylum process. We see a dictate come from above that is harmful to migrants with no regard for the consequences or how it will be executed or how we're going to protect people's rights.
Hi, Cedar Atanasio with the Associated Press. Could you elaborate in as much detail as possible what you mean by confirming that the U.S. doesn't have control of the list? I assume you're talking about metering and the queue to present for asylum. Who told you that, and what did they mean by they don't have control?
Well, first of all, Secretary Nielsen in our committee in Homeland very specifically said that the U.S. does not have the list, and it's not controlled by the U.S. So we heard that from the top dog. Today, we heard it again from officers at the ports of entry, basically that they don't have anything to do with the list other than the CBP officers will get a phone call in the morning at the port of entry from the Mexican counterpart saying, how many people can you take from the list today? And then the officer makes a determination by looking at how much capacity he has, what the mission of CBP is at the time, and how many of the officers they need for that, and other factors that he listed. And then he will give them a number, and then he'll take people off the list and send them over. So we've heard it from the top. What we heard today, just reconfirming from the officers that there is a list. Now, when I asked them who gave them the direction that asylum seekers who come to the port of entry and present themselves for asylum can be turned away, we didn't get an answer. We referred to congressional affairs. So more of the same on that.
It's quite clear that the pattern with this administration is that there are policies put in place that they don't think them all the way through, and they don't measure the potential outcome of those policies. And you get to a certain point, and they have no answer as to what happens next. And so people end up in this sort of no man's land with no security and no guarantee that their issue will be heard, that their advocate will get to them, or that their situation will change. And we heard over and over and over again that individuals, families, women and their children, in particular, that we talked to, had been in these facilities or a facility or a situation much longer than they are supposed to be there. And we heard that a number of times.
There's a 72-hour policy
Yeah.
that's under effect, supposed to be, and yet in each place we encountered individuals who had been in custody for longer than that time frame. There is an extraordinary disparity between the treatment of folks who presented at a port and the treatment of folks who present or who are between ports and in the Border Patrol custody. And but the thread between the locations was the length of time that at times did exceed that 72-hour maximum.
And they were contained in rather small rooms. Not just you and your family, but you and another family, you know, and your children. And you've been in there. One person indicated she'd been there for 4 days. For 4 days. And she had not even been processed. There's a language problem also. And there's so much going on, and it's so confusing that in some instances we don't know if the migrant actually knows where he or she is in the process.
It's important to remember that there's extraordinary diversity in the individuals that are presenting in the border. They are not all Spanish speakers.
Right.
We heard Portuguese today. We heard some other languages. And varying literacy rates, even among those that might present speaking Spanish. We have to remember that individuals have traveled long distances in desperate circumstances to arrive here and aren't being presented with, or necessarily in a forthcoming way, with information regarding their rights.
The other reason why it's so important for people in our positions to come down and see what is actually happening on the ground is because what we heard today and what we saw today is in direct contradiction to the information that is being put out by our government. We cannot get an actual number from the government. We have asked during hearings, what are the number of people being held here that, I'm going to have to give back to you? Or the number is this, when you come here and you see that the number is not. So this is really just trying to get this administration to be honest about what's going on down here, because most Americans don't live in a border town, and they only see and know what they're reading or hearing on TV or reading in a tweet. And 9 times out of 10, that stuff is just equally false.
And it's also important to remember this is a community that has a border wall. I've never seen a border wall until I got here today. Let's just be real, okay? And they had apprehended around 500 people outside of the port of entry. There was at least a 3-hour wait time on the pedestrian walkway. There was extended delays in the vehicular entry point. They had only two all-vehicle entry lanes in the vehicle access point open because of incredible staff shortages. Nearly 200 officers from CBP have been reassigned from El Paso sector to other regions along the border, and it's a problem. It's a problem.
I'm going to say just a couple things in Spanish super quick for our Spanish language folks. Les quiero dar las gracias a mis colegas que están aquí para investigar, para ver lo que está pasando en El Paso, en los puentes, con detenciones, para asegurar que ellos sepan la verdad. Y están aquí no solamente visitando con los migrantes y con CBP, pero también visitamos los puentes donde estamos viendo las líneas que están tan largas que gente que está esperando para cruzar de pie está esperando hasta 3 horas y carros 2 horas y el comercio 18 horas. Y esta crisis que tenemos es una crisis de liderazgo, porque obviamente necesitamos soluciones. El Congreso ya hace hace 2 meses invirtió millones de dólares para las soluciones del Departamento de Seguridad Nacional. Pero es claro que las soluciones que nos dieron no van a resolver todo esto. Tenemos agentes que están operando como enfermeras, como están cuidando niños, están ayudando con la comida. No hemos invertido en estos agentes para esta razón. Es mejor usar nuestros recursos en un modo humanitario, en un modo con compasión. Y mis colegas ahora vieron todo eso.
Willard with K-Fox. So what Veronica and Escobar just described is social services pulling away Border Patrol agents from the border. One of those that I think El Pasoans really have concerns about is that they're taking people who are not having their medical needs met at these facilities to places like hospitals, and potentially burdening the medical system in local areas and border communities like this. And really the taxpayers are left footing it. So is that a legitimate concern that border communities like this one are disproportionately affected by what is at its core a federal issue? And if so, you guys have a plan?
So it's important to remember that CBP is not a healthcare agency. And so folks are presenting, and because they are remaining in federal custody for longer than the 72-hour period, that means that if they present with medical conditions, we have a system of officers, law enforcement officers, not healthcare professionals, being tasked with treating them. They are not trained, credentialed, or authorized to provide that treatment. And so CBP has taken, and Border Patrol takes those individuals to the local medical system. In communities like El Paso, where there is, a healthcare system more robust than many small border towns, folks are able to provide that care at the federal government's expense. However, it is taxing to local public health, and we heard from the on-site medical supervisors that they are working in close partnership with state and local public health partners throughout the southern border region.
I think it's also important to note, we spoke to migrants who said as soon as they're being released, they're going to go with family members, many of which are not even here in the El Paso area. So the misconception is people being released and staying in El Paso is a total misconception. We talked to a woman who's getting ready to go to New York, where her sister is. We talked to other migrants who are going to go to Florida. And so these are folks who are itching to be released, to go with family in other parts of the country. And so I thought that was interesting to hear, and many of them are waiting for their family members to send them a ticket or a train ticket, but need that first release to go somewhere else.
So it's my understanding the hospitals are being reimbursed when the feds are taking any of the migrants to the facilities. We'll double check on that, and if I'm wrong, they are. Okay, that was my that was my assumption. What's not being reimbursed, and we are working on a bill for that, is local governments that are shouldering the burden. Our Office of Emergency Management, for example, has been working on this pretty much full time since the fall. But the vast majority of the burden has fallen on NGOs, the faith-based community, organizations like Annunciation House, and El Pasoans have been incredibly generous, and I'm very proud of the community. But you're right, the federal government needs to fix this. This is part of why I've called on Secretary Nielsen to resign. When we knew what we were seeing back in the fall, and there was no preparation made, there was no foresight to say, you know what, my agents shouldn't be dealing with this. Let me bring to Congress a solution. Hey, Congress, I need money for contracts for social service agencies. Let my agents stay at the ports. Let them stay at the border. Let them do their job. And here's my solution. We've never heard a solution from her like that. We're the ones having to do the job of the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. That is absurd. I've drawn the comparison. When you look at the Secretary of the Army, who comes before Congress, I'm on the Armed Services Committee, comes with a plan, deals with hotspots all over the world, some of the biggest challenges facing our globe, and has it under control. Secretary Nielsen, time after time after time, not only doesn't have meaningful solutions, but the solutions she brings forward create chaos and create a crisis, and they don't have a plan for execution or consequences. Then it's a mess, and it's a mess for communities like ours to fix, and it's a mess for Congress to fix, because she can't do her job.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you.
You guys applaud.